And here we come to the rest of the Consonances Endings, and as I mentioned, I suggest you learn them individually. So you've had C for unce, CH for unch, and now you've got these. And you've got an M for meant, an N for shun, an SH for shall, SHP for ship, and an SL for self. So if you practice those as special outlines, as I said, you can apply them to anything, remembering the rule of what you're missing out, and that the root word is what you need, and these are the endings and what they represent. Moment, M, meant. Apartment, apart, meant. Sentiment, senti, and you could put an I on if you wanted to, meant. And it goes as well, as I said, the meant goes at the end of the previous word, so as close as you can get it. And you can make this a bit smaller because it's so distinctive. You can make the M smaller than it would be normally. Parliament is a special outline, PRL. So parliamentary, you add the RY because, as I'm sure you were expecting, you can add things to the end. So sentimental, sentimental, add the L. Sentimentally, just add an I. Temperamental. Now let's just see what we have here first of all. We have temperamental. So when you're practicing these, just think of the root word and write that down slowly first, and you'll soon get used to it and it'll come more naturally. But to begin with, you need to really work out what you need to represent here. T, M, P, R. Then you can take your hand off and add mental, temperamental. Shun. Now, of course, there are loads of words with shun. Station. And you might need to make a distinction. So if you wanted situation, for example, you might want to put the I in just to make it clear. But usually the gist of the sentence will tell you. Education. And that's all you need. Shun. Relation. Musician. Now here's one where you have to really remember what you're missing out, and also remember that it's the spelling as well. So because it's C-I-A-N, it still sounds like shun, so you still use the N. So what have you got if you take away the shun? You haven't got music, you've just got music. So it's a waste of time putting the C in. MSI is all you need, musician. Now, let's say I had a word, I'm going to encroach on the line below here, like patience. And here from the shun, I'm adding shunts. I'm adding a C. So instead of doing this, I can blend it round like a hook. I'm going to do it up here in a different colour so you can see. Shunts, in other words, shun plus C is N blended into a C, like a butcher's hook. So patience, and that makes it a very distinctive outline right there. Shall is SH. So partial, initial, spatial or special. Now, there's a few words with special and speciality, and there's very subtle ways to distinguish. If I wanted specialist, it would be special, ST. And I could put that above the line. I'm going to encroach on the line below and do it in a different colour. Specialised, special, and then a D. Speciality, put an I on the end. Now remember, it is a bit confusing, and the gist of the sentence will tell you, and our lesson will have some more examples for you. So let's just recap before we continue. M for ment, N for shun, do this little blend for shunts, SH for shull. But you've also got, and I apologise to those of you who've looked at the theory in advance, this has been screaming out at you that this is a mistake. I made a mistake when I put this up. Ship is also SH, but at the end of a word joined, because if you add the P, then it's no shortcut. So if I wanted hardship, I just join the SH, and it can't be anything else because there's no such word as ending with D like that with an SH. So hardship, you add the S for SH, shull, you disjoin it. And finally self, and self can be joined as well because it's a shortcut. You're just missing off an F. So you've got myself, herself, yourself. Now again, the sentence will tell you, but if you want to, you can put in an S if it's yourselves at the end, but you don't have to. Themselves, obviously you don't need the S because it can't be themself. So SL for self, SH for ship, joined, disjoined for shall, N for shun, and M for meant. These are really nice shortcuts and really space saving, so learn them if you can. If not, it's still not wrong if you do it in full, but it's just quicker if you know them.